Well, hello everyone. My name is Tiffany and I'm going to show you how you can get the wax out of your jars because you do not want to be using a knife or something to scrape it out because you can risk scratching the inside of the glass and causing cracks, and that doesn't go well if you're going to try to reuse it for things like a candle, because as you would hopefully know that when you have a crack in your glass and you have it get to a certain temperature that a candle would get to, that you risk it cracking and there's hot wax everywhere, and you don't want that to happen to yourself, to your loved ones, or even your customers if you have a business. So I am going to show you today how you can take it out. So the idea is to get your candle jars from this, completely filled with wax, to something like this, nice, cleaned out, and you can use it again to put another wick in it, have another candle, or use whatever you want to use the jar for. So what I like to use to end up getting the wax out of the jar, and I'm sure people have their ways, but what works best for me is I have one of these fifth burners. They're called fifth burners. Or you can go use your stove, electric, or a gas stove, but I would recommend, if you can, to use an electric stove if you can, because if you use a stove with a flame, then you risk, having the hot wax go into the flame, and that is a huge fire hazard. Now, people have done it, I do it occasionally just in case if I end up not being able to use the fifth burner for any reason, so I'm not saying you can't do it, but just saying please be careful. I just personally like to use the electric stoves because of the fact that that risk is basically non-existent due to the fact that there is no flame. So I also like to show you that I keep the candles in this kind of strainer-like. Now, you don't have to use the strainer, you can use a double burner or something, but I just personally like to use the strainer just because it's a little easier for me to be able to lift out the candle jars since I set them in like this. And there you go. So that allows me to easily then have my pan, you could use a pan or a pot, and I simply place it in. Now, as a disclaimer, I'd like to inform you that I am not a professional. I've only been making candles for a couple of months, but I have been successful at least in being able to clear out my own candle jars, and I just wanted to share my method with you in case if there were some of you out there who possibly haven't been able to figure that out or need help in cleaning them because maybe you still have some wax stuck on the sides, since, I would have those issues too, but I figured out a way to have them nice and clean. So I apologize in advance if there are any errors. I'm open to constructive criticism, so if you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, anything else that you'd like to add, please let me know. You can go ahead and comment below and I would be happy to respond. Because I also want to be able to make some kind of community to help each other out, since, I am not perfect in what I do, and I'm sure there's a lot of things out there that I can learn from you guys, and hopefully I can do the same for you. So that is why I am here, because I want to be able to show you my method in cleaning out my candle jars. Now, as you can see, I have added water into the pan. You can start to turn on your burner. I personally like to have it on medium so that things don't get too hot too fast. So as you can see, this candle right here ended up melting all the way, obviously because of the fact that there was less wax in it than these two. So I'm going to let these two melt all the way so that it is easier to then pour it out. And so if you're wondering what you should do with that wax, I've heard some people end up getting a paper plate or paper towels and just pouring it onto the paper plate and paper towels, since you obviously do not want any of this candle wax in your sink. Do not ever pour candle wax in your sink because you will mess up your sink and will have to spend a lot of money getting that fixed. So to prevent that, what I like to do is, at first, I'm not exactly sure on where to put this wax. You know, this is a lot of wax. Obviously, I don't want to be piling a bunch of hot wax onto a paper plate or something that could potentially spill over and cause a whole mess all over your, you know, beautiful counters, you know, if you care about that. So what I like to use to pour the candle wax in, I use this pouring pot, which I will put the link in the description. They have these, I believe this one's a 4-pounder. They have, you know, 10-pounders, I think, that you can fit a lot more for your candle making. I just got this little one because I really don't need a huge one at the moment for what I am making. I also want to show you the type of rags that I use. Now I have a smaller, almost kind of like a dish rag that I use to help me hold on to the hot candle jars, obviously, so you don't burn yourself. And I also have this thicker one. As you can see, it has a lot more material than the other one, and I like to use this for counters and stuff so that the hot doesn't affect, you know, if you have nice wood, then it doesn't ruin it. I apologize for the change in scenery. My camera needed to charge, so therefore I am using my phone to charge. I hope that it looks okay. Here are my other 2 candles. They are almost melted all the way now. You can either wait for them to fully melt or you can just pour them out. I think I am going to pour them out just for the sake of time. Here's my pouring pot. And again, you are going to want to be very careful grabbing onto these. If you have some kind of gloves you can wear, that would be preferred so that you don't burn yourself. And make sure you have a good surface to hold on to your hot jars as well, since you don't want to damage anything with the hot candle jars. So I will grab this candle jar, which it is a bit warm, so you will want to be careful. Now I like to grab it around with the rag. Now be very careful because you want to make sure you have a good grip on this so you don't burn yourself. And all I do is pour it in. Oh, see, there you go. So one of the wicks actually came out in there, and that's perfect because it just makes my job a lot easier. But you will have to go on ahead and fetch them out. I like to use chopsticks since they help me reach in smaller places or places that are a bit farther. And therefore you could just grab the wick out, put it over to the side, and you can go on ahead and grab your paper towel. Doesn't have to be all that big, just enough so it'll fit into the jar. And all you're gonna do is just kind of vigorously scrape the bottom of the jar. And I don't know if you can see that. See, there is your hot wax. Now you do want to be careful when handling this candle wax because there are candle waxes out there that are not skin safe, so please make sure that you wash your hands right after handling it. Now I have my last one, which is pretty full. You will want to be very careful if you are dealing with candles. Let's say if you have a full candle and you're just eager to get that whole thing out, then you're going to want to use extra caution because you do not want to end up burning yourself. So as you can see, I just grabbed it out with chopsticks since I did not want to deal with that big ol' plop. And this wick seems to really want to stick into this wax, so just kind of twist it out and there you go. So now I am going to pour out my last candle. I will try to have it a bit more higher so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Now I am going to grab, let's see, this has two sides, so I think I like this side a bit more. It's a bit more rough. And you just want to grab out your jar. Again, just you want to be very careful with how you grab it because this is extremely hot. So just want to pour it out. Be very careful doing so. Make sure you get all of it out. And there you go. Okay. I'm not exactly sure on if you are totally able to reuse this wax, but I personally like to reuse this wax for wick testing since wax is not cheap. If you make your own candles, I'm sure you'd understand with shipping and all that. And I like to be able to reuse things as much as I can, so therefore that is why I like to reuse this wax. Again, make sure that you are holding on to your candle jar with some kind of rag because you do not want to burn yourself. I can feel the warmth through this rag, so you would imagine how hot it is. Now, after you've gotten all of your wax out of your jars, now you can go on ahead and bring it over to your sink and wash it out because as you can see, for example, if you can see that, it's a bit cloudier than this one. So to fix that, you can just go on ahead, wash it with soap and water just as you would any other dish inside of your house. So I will be right back after I clean these guys. So I hope that that was helpful and that at the end you end up with nice, shiny, clean jars, just like I did. Now I've heard that people use other methods like putting it in the freezer and having to scrape it out, but again, please do not use a knife to scrape out the wax out of the jars if you intend on reusing the jars for candles, just because of the fact that if you use something sharp, you know, I'm going to use an X-Acto knife for an example, but obviously if you're going to be using something sharp and scraping inside of the jar, you may crack it and scrape it and cause tiny little fractures in the jar, which you do not want because when your candle gets too high and there's a crack in it, it will most likely break, and you don't want all that hot wax to get all over yourself and your customers or whoever is going to have the candle jars. So always make sure to wash your hands thoroughly. And I think that is it for my video. So I hope that you liked this video. If you have any suggestions, questions, concerns, comments, anything like that, please comment down below and let me know, and I would be more than happy to respond. And if you would like to see more like this, then please subscribe or see anything else from me. You know, I hope to do more videos about making candles, about the safety of it, or wax melts, because I am currently getting into wax melts, so I hope to do a video like that. And I am actually preparing a class on Skillshare, so heads up for that. If you don't know what Skillshare is, it is a subscription-based learning platform where they have multiple things like graphic design, or computer programming, or crafts, or card making, art, drawing, you know, anything like that. And I am currently going to be making a Skillshare class for wax melts and candles, so I will keep you all updated. I am currently in the process of creating my own candle company, and I am also a freelance graphic designer, so if you would like to see anything more about me or what I do, then please subscribe. This is my first video, and I thought this would be great to start off because of the fact that it is something that I can share with you and I do know a bit about. So once I learn a bit more, I would love to share with you. So you can let me know how yours goes. And thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more. And thank you. Have a great day.